Hello and welcome to TNA Top 10, episode 139, March 15th, 2026. I'm T Weave. With me, as always, are Andrew and Allison Faye. How's it going, fellas?
Hi. It's going
We're
well.
back.
How are you?
I,
Did you
I
guys
hope
miss us?
everybody's.
Extremely tired. Extremely tired today.
I can imagine.
It's going to start
How does that?
storming about an hour after the show's over.
Good times.
Yeah.
How does that happen to a single father, Terry? Explain it to me in excruciating detail, please, and thank you.
I didn't sleep well last night, and I've been battling my way uphill all day. So
No, I'm saying from
Oh.
the standpoint of like, how does a single father just never have any energy? I think you should try coffee or something.
well, I'm ADHD, so that makes it worse.
There you go.
Oh my God! And you kind of work for the government, and we being
Oh,
me,
Lord.
just hate those people. So I mean,
Well, I
it's
did
not.
pay taxes recently, so my thoughts on it right now aren't great either. So.
They
I
can't
filed
say
my
it's your
taxes.
fault that they don't have money. Is that what you're telling me, Terry? You paid them
Terry,
Every
early.
one of
you
it.
just sent me a check.
Yeah, I
Because
guess
I'm
I
getting
did.
money back.
Yeah.
You could have just sent. You could have told him. You could have said, "Look, I took care of it with my friend,
Take
and I
out
just
the
sent you my
middleman.
money."
Yeah,
Exactly.
Exactly. We
exactly.
cut out the middleman, right?
Exactly. A lot of
And
stuff
then I'll
going
just.
on today. I mean,
Oh, I don't know.
Today,
like
last
It's a
week, this past week.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. So good.
It's been crazy,
So
crazy time. But yeah, tonight there's a shit ton happening.
so the nephew got married last week, which is why we didn't
Mm-hmm.
have a show. And I drove the Lexus to Georgia to take my sister and her husband home because their vehicle is a little unreliable for a 700-mile round trip, they thought. That Lexus will do 85 fairly easy. Just saying. Fairly easy. It'll get to 85 miles an hour. And we also had a Bucky stop, which y'all are aware of, that we had a Bucky stop. It's like mandatory. If you're headed 95 south from North Carolina to South Carolina, Florence
Yeah.
is right on the border. Exit 170 for those of you on 95 south. Check out Bucky's. This one is allegedly the biggest Bucky's, or was, but I think there have been other Bucky's built since. I will tell you this. That bitch is like the Atlanta airport. I am not even kidding. It is busy all the time. It doesn't matter if you're there first thing in the morning or late at night or anywhere in between. Bucky's is busy. And you wonder why the general manager's job is advertised for like $250,000 a
Yeah,
year.
seriously.
Can
That's
you
kind of
imagine
serious
running a
stress.
truck stop
No.
that has the ability to pay the general manager $250,000 a year? You know what the volume you're doing at Bucky's is for $250,000 a year? And they've got
But
this shit done right because they got the food, but y'all have gotten Bucky shirts from me before. And I don't get you the same shirts. We got new shirts this time around. It's like they know what they're doing here, you know?
I was gonna say
oh,
it doesn't help that every time any one of us goes, we're all like, "Oh, let's buy presents for everybody."
4 flavors of beef jerky off the wall.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Oh,
Oh
the
yeah.
beaver nuggets, the different flavored
hmm
popcorns, the
The
fudge
brisket.
candies.
The
So
brisket, for God's sake. Have you ever
yeah,
had the brisket? Oh, so
the
good.
brisket's fantastic.
Like
I
this is
have
nuts to say, but it's the truth.
I actually have the double brisket sandwich, so
Oh,
I really enjoy that. But I will say the why what in the world? Hold on. Sorry. I'm looking
did you lose
something
your
up.
notes?
No, I'm just
That was
double
a joke.
checking something.
We know he doesn't have notes, Terry.
Oh, please. Do you
Oh,
think
I
I
don't
have
have
notes?
much. No, well, I do. I got a spreadsheet tonight.
You put a list together. That was very
You're
helpful
gonna
for
have
me.
to because I have things on everything we're gonna talk about. But the nephew got married, he and
Mhm.
Lauren, wonderful wedding. It was nice and short. The officiant was great. It was 75 and beautiful, which let's face it, in North Carolina, that could have gone a lot different.
Anyway,
Then it got up to 80. I've shared pictures on Facebook. Everybody's happy. He made his first trip to Montana on behalf of the United States Army this week and should be en route home. So we'll see what that looks like. But I appreciate everybody the kind words and allowing us to not have to do the show last week. Although you really didn't have a choice because I wasn't going to be here regardless. But I am
We
not.
got more of those coming up too. So.
I'm not skipping the Taco Bell show because
We
let's
know.
face it, we're going to get there. But I have a response
coming.
like tonight for everything that Terry and Allison want to talk about with Taco Bell. So, other than that, and the weather, and gas prices and food prices,
Good Lord.
how's everybody else?
Doing okay. As long as I can get some sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We canceled school today for a thunderstorm, but it's supposed to be nasty. It's supposed to be nasty tomorrow. We'll see.
Matt is
Terry,
making
they're-
us all look bad. Thing.
So
Terry,
he
they're
showed
talk-
up last week and sat here staring at the screen, a blank screen. Is that what he's saying?
Wondering where we were, Yeah, no,
Yeah,
my
they're
last 2 weeks have been good and quiet and not much going
They're
on.
talking Tuscaloosa. Think Tuscaloosa F4 tornado. That's what they're talking, Terry.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Let's not,
one-
okay?
The one that went
know
right
how I
on
feel about
campus,
that.
or very close to it anyway. They shot that video from the campus. That's what they're
Yeah.
talking about coming this way. And
Okay.
apparently, Washington, D.C. may have a tornado watch, which may be God's way of saying, get the hell out of here. But I just will leave that right there. I will leave that right there.
And I like
right.
the Tuscaloosa part. Right?
I wonder
There
if
you
they
go.
named the
Yeah.
weather like I named the excursion
God.
in Iran. Epic fury.
So we've got World
Yes.
Baseball Classic going on.
Yes.
Today
now.
Today is Selection Sunday for March Madness. The men's has already been revealed. I think the women's show started at 7:00 or 7 minutes ago,
Okay.
8:00 Eastern. AEW Revolution happening now.
I'm
So-
watching that. Andrew's watching baseball.
So 3 things happening
Yep.
while the show's going on. So
Let
anybody
Terry,
that's
let
tuning
Terry
in, we're not trying to drive you away. Thanks for
Mm-mm.
showing up.
just expand on that a little bit, Terry. You have a fully loaded American baseball team led by Aaron Judge versus the Dominican Republic with Soto, Tatis, Machado, and
Austin Wells.
Vladdy. Austin Wells sucks. And Vladdy. And then you're putting that head to head with AEW Revolution. I wonder which one you think I have on this television right now. So to our listeners, there may be yelling involved in tonight's episode. I'm just letting you all know. I may lose my shit when Aaron Judge sends 1 yard tonight. But in all seriousness, the Dominican Republic, because Terry's got it up here, 5 games, 51 runs, I believe 10 home runs. They are stacked. And the United States lost to Italy in the pool play, was able to win with the help of Italy beating Spain and going into the game against who'd they play the other night? What's that? Canada.
Puerto Rico.
No, they played Canada.
Oh,
The United
US
States played
played
Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
Yes,
But yeah. So I've watched all of it, of course, as you guys might suspect. And I will say this: you may have. That is correct, Alex.
Alex, we missed you.
Yeah, thank you
Nice
for
to
being
see
here.
you, Alex.
You may have 2 of the very best teams in terms of personnel, but there is a stark difference previewing the game that's just started. The way the Dominican is playing baseball right now versus the way the United States is playing baseball right now. The United States has a superstar roster that people are comparing to like the Dream Team when Jordan was there in 92. The problem is they don't play like the Dream Team played. They're not playing like this is every really good, talented baseball player in America. Whereas the Dominican, they're laughing, they're joking, they're having fun.
Yeah.
Juan Soto's doing the shuffle. He's throwing the bat, they're praising Jesus. All of a sudden the cross came out again and we're thanking everybody we've ever met. My brother, my sister, my friend, my neighbor. Yeah, here we go. Because they're the Dominican guys. This is how they play baseball. But there is something to say about the way they've gelled as a team. To me, this is the United States' most dangerous team they're going to play.
Yeah.
And it's win or go home. And that's it. It's win or go home.
Because they may be one of the only teams where all the players are born in the same country.
Correct.
And then tomorrow you got Italy which features 2/3 of the team was born in Jersey.
And
I mean-
five-time world champion Jorge Posada as one of the coaches.
And
5
George
times.
speaks up right before you
There
say
it
that.
is! I knew he was here.
5 times the world champion.
And as Andrew and I have said, but Andrew more than me, Skeen's pitching, he's going to look so good in pinstripes. And thank you, Bober, for giving us a good pitcher eventually.
We got Freed from Terry. We're going to get Skeens from Bober, you know. The Yankees pitcher that was homegrown today gave up 3 home runs and nine hits or whatever it was, the stat line for Hill. It was not good. Bober's here too. Look at that. It's not going to happen about like you're not eventually going to give in and watch Heated Rivalry so you can be invited to the cottage.
Seriously.
That is called inside baseball for those of you who don't know. But back to Italy, talking about teams that play as teams. They don't have anybody worth a shit on this baseball team, and they are rolling people. I mean, these aren't well known. They got Jack, what's his name? It's very Italian. He's like a mafioso name. But anyway, other than him, they got nobody. But they got Jorge Posada as one of the coaches, as I may have mentioned.
And they have Cervelli as well.
Yeah, 5 times. 5 times, Allison. World Series champion Jorge Posada.
And they drink espresso. They drink espresso after home runs, right?
I enjoy that.
I freaking love it. It's the greatest thing I've seen.
But they're about having fun out there, and Judge is up now.
Screw Gatorade.
Yeah, we're gonna do espresso.
But
I think Andrew and I are gonna get honorary like Italian jerseys just for that.
Oh my God, they were so good. I loved it. Right? If I had Italian blood in me, could you imagine? But anyway,
keep going. I can't say that on air.
That's not what he said. But Italy, Venezuela. This is a really compelling matchup. Should be a very good baseball game for anybody that's watched. Venezuela knocked off Japan last night.
Yeah.
They got Yoshi for 2, and then they got Itoh. I-T-O-H. I don't know how you say his name, but he's one of the best Japanese prospects and one of the best pitching prospects in the world. And they busted him too for a 3-run home run. And you know, Japan couldn't do it despite the fact Shohei Ohtani once again led a game off with a home run. So they're back. Yeah, they're back. Anyway, that is not true, George. He batted 285. You can ask Allison what Austin Wells' batting average is. It is not 285. And he was part of the core 4. And Austin Wells is part of the core nothing. Except the fire.
285 when he played wasn't nearly what 285 is today.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Whatever.
So after this is over in a couple of days, then we go back to spring training.
Yay!
There's a little bit of an update. We're not going to go into detail on the exact records here, but same teams at the top. Braves, Pirates, Nationals, Yankees, Cardinals, Mets, Red Sox in the Grapefruit League.
All
Giants,
3 of our
Dodgers,
teams in the top
White
4.
Sox out of nowhere, 13-9.
What?
And the Mariners and Tigers both only have 5 wins each.
That's just sad.
Hill gave up 9 runs today against Detroit. That is horrible. Judge got a hit. There we go. We're getting started with Captain America. They've got 2 outs already. And now here comes Kyle Schwarber of everybody's favorite Philadelphia baseball team. In all seriousness, though, the spring training's about wrapped up. Like to your point, Terry, I believe opening day is 9 days from now. And
sounds about right.
The Yankees have already designated Lombard and Spencer Jones and Elmer back to the minor leagues. The young pitcher, forget what his name is right off the top of my head, but he threw 42 pitches the other night for 4 innings, and every fastball was over 100 miles an hour. And then he had to go into the bullpen to finish his allotted amount of throws because the game, it didn't take that long for him to get through it. Absolutely incredible velocity that he has.
Nobody hates that.
So
22 years old, too.
So 10 days from today, Wednesday night, Yankees at Giants on Netflix to open up the season.
Okay. So I saw this yesterday and I pretty much lost it because it means Michael Kay won't be calling the game. And for Yankee fans, that doesn't make any sense.
It needs to be Michael and Paul all the time.
Yeah, so like this is just, it's really shitty. I'm sorry. It doesn't make any sense.
That's the only game that day. So that's opening night, and then everybody else starts the next day.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Why Netflix? What are you doing?
I don't know.
What?
At least it's in.
I know.
At least it's in the United States this time.
Hey, here's the other thing. May I point out that there is no better choice for opening day baseball than the 27-time world champions, where Aaron Judge, the captain, is going back to the hometown, the home state of California. And they're going to roll because Max Fried is the opening day pitcher. It has already been decided that Schlittler will pitch game 2. This is going to be – and, oh, by the way, Giancarlo Stanton, my man, cannot open a bag of potato chips, apparently. But he batted .357 this past week, and he hit 3 home runs, and his OPS was over 1,200. So we have people that will open his chips when he's got $25 million a year he's making. We don't need anything about the chips or the any of that sort of chatter. Stanton's going to bat 4th. Obviously, it's going to be Bellinger and Judge in front of him. And they're going to light it up in San Francisco 10 days from now.
I'd like to note that Bober is absolutely correct. If you're not watching, I'm sorry, but the amount of blood on my screen right now is disgusting, and I'm trying not to gag while we're all talking. So,
what match is it? Just curious.
It's the Young Bucks
FTR
versus FTR. Yummy! Yay, Amy! I got to say it.
I saw there's this lady whose reels I watch. Like she's like in her 50s or whatever, and she says she invites these people to leave the country, and it's always silly stuff. And one of them was people that say yummy to things that aren't food.
Thank God. She and I are on the same page. That woman's getting an instant follow. In fact, I think I saw that video. In fact, I know I saw that video.
Andrew watches every reel on the planet. There's a very good chance
I may have. Yeah, I don't know if I sent it or not.
Yeah.
You may have, but yeah, not yummy. Old, retread, gross, disgusting. About like a Texas death match, and about like I'll never wrestle for the title again. Get the fuck out of here.
Hold on.
So we will get to wrestling. So let's shift a little bit. And I don't have much of a graphic here because the actual graphic is way too much of an eye chart. Here are the top 4 seeds from each region for the men's NCAA tournament. The women's is being decided as we speak, so I didn't have enough time to put it on here. Ooh, I ran out of breath there. Duke, Arizona, Florida, Michigan, the number 1 seeds. No big shocker on any of those. Nebraska with a 4 seed, Andrew.
Should have been number 3 or 2, but they faded at the end of the season when they shouldn't have, including in the Big Ten tournament as the 2 seed, losing to Purdue, who would go on to win the Big Ten championship today.
And Auburn takes their
Andrew and you ain't doing fuck all, and Michigan really ain't happening.
Yeah, so Auburn played a lot of these teams this year. I was
going to say, but Auburn is not on this list, Harry.
They're not on this list. Here's what's funny. So they'll be in the NIT, but Michigan beat them by 30. Arizona beat them by 29. Purdue beat them by 28. But that's enough.
Auburn is not a good basketball team without the real Bruce Pearl, not Steve.
But they also won on the road against Florida. So, and they beat Arkansas.
Florida, a 23-9, I believe, team, got bounced from the SEC championship and are the 1 seed because of their strength of schedule. Right. Little dubious there. Arizona, Purdue is a good basketball team. They're better than their record. Duke, of course, has Carlos Boozer's twin sons, And Cam Boozer is going to be the number 1 overall draft pick. For those of you who haven't been watching basketball, or living here in North Carolina, basketball might be a little important in this state. I'm not sure.
I don't know, just maybe.
But Duke did win
the
the season and the ACC tournament. Go ahead, Terry.
But with Nebraska being the 4 seed there, those 3 teams ahead of them, I would pick that region to be the 4 seed in, as opposed to any of the rest of them. Because, like you said, Florida is like the 4th number 1 seed. Houston is beatable.
I see what you're saying.
I'm not sure about Illinois.
Nebraska and Illinois split the series this year.
Okay, so I mean it's a pretty good place for them to be. But beat the teams you're supposed to beat. That's what March Madness is all about.
Well, and that was the thing that didn't happen, is they didn't beat teams they should beat. And the one thing about Nebraska, since y'all asked, is that they don't know what a field goal is, but they can shoot the shit out of the 3. So when they shoot north of 40% on the 3, they win because they shoot the 3 so much. But they don't play physical inside. They don't rebound. They don't run the paint. They don't rebound. They don't compete inside for rebounds. Let's put it that way. Because they're going to shoot, they're going to miss, and then they're going to get a long rebound. But if they shoot 40%, they win basketball games. Hey, look, I don't know if they're going to shoot anything in the baseball this year, because like last year, they got derailed when their pitcher got hit in the face with that 110-mile-an-hour ball back on the bridge of his nose. But anyway, if Nebraska's shooting, they can win ball games. They did not shoot worth a hell against Purdue, and Purdue played very good inside-out basketball. Then they did the same thing Saturday night, and they did the same thing against Michigan today. They match up very, very well against teams. But like I said, Duke, number 1 overall seed, and they have the number 1 basketball player in the country in Carlos Boozer's son, Cameron Boozer. So
it's a year.
Are we going to do our tournament?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, the brackets. Terry needed something else to put on his list of things.
I know, because it's not like Terry doesn't have enough.
Well, we got a message from the soccer club. Apparently, we're doing one with them too. So.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, well, I'll put that together tomorrow.
You're the best, Terry.
When's the
first game? At noon Eastern.
Okay.
Unless we're picking the bunny brackets, which is Tuesday, I believe, and Wednesday. You know,
I'll put it out tomorrow
because they're putting 68 teams. Now, Terry, before we move on, because Auburn has been a good basketball team under Bruce Pearl. Stephen Pearl, 16-16, gets beat by Ole Miss. Ole Miss goes on a run, honestly. Vandy loses today by 10 to Arkansas, led by John Calipari. Any of you who don't know who that is, he coached at Memphis. Some guy named Derrick Rose came out of that program. They went to a Final Four, won a national championship at Kentucky, probably had the revolving door there for years where everybody went to the NBA after 1 year at Kentucky. Arkansas is back in that conversation, but they didn't have a good regular season, Terry. But they closed.
Beat Arkansas also, yeah.
Where they closed, though, and I was getting there. Auburn beats the SEC champion. They beat the 1 seed in the SEC. But they go 16-16 with a new coach.
Yeah.
Do they keep the players?
You can't put them in. I mean, here's the thing. Auburn fans have argued against Alabama getting in the football playoffs when the argument from Alabama fans was we're better than our record. You can't turn around and give the same argument for basketball and expect it to put you in. So I don't want to be a hypocrite. Let them go play the NIT. Get somebody next year that's going to want to defend a 3-pointer and be more consistent and win some basketball games.
Yeah, my problem with Nebraska is that they're hot and cold, and I think that they may have shot their wad when they run 25 games in a row, going back to last year when they won the crown. We talk about this in football, but it's really true in basketball when you're getting to tournament time. You don't want to peak too early. Dan Hurley of UConn, which is, of course, Allison's team, got smoked by Patino and St. John's.
Oh,
I mean, they got smoked for the conference championship. St. John's is a 5 or 6 seed, and UConn in the East is number 2.
Auburn beat them too.
All right.
Auburn beat NC State and Texas, and they got in. Anyway,
Well,
see, this is the argument, but I think
right. I
once
understand
you get a certain number of losses, I
that.
don't care how hard your schedule was. You've got to win enough of those games.
Well, and this is what I'll say about Nebraska that you can't say about Auburn. It's just the way it is. They lost to Purdue twice. They lost to Michigan. They lost to Illinois, and they lost to UCLA. All of those teams have one thing in common, and they were all in the tournament, and all of them but UCLA were top 15 basketball teams.
Right.
So that helps the case, but I think Nebraska is probably the third, fourth seed because Alabama is not as good as they've been in years past, in recent memory.
Yeah, that loss in the tournament, in the SEC tournament to Ole Miss, that they expected to win that for sure. As a big shocker.
Yeah, genuinely, really big shocker. So,
but when they're good, they're good. I mean, they can really score some points, but you've got to score some points against them, and you can because their defense is not great.
Yeah, I would watch out, and I'm not trying to be a big Ten homer. I know that Darren and Matt are both Michigan guys, and it's not because Purdue just beat Michigan, but Purdue in the last 3 or 4 or 5 games has gotten hot, and those are the teams you have to be very, very cautious of going into tournament style play. Are the teams that get hot. If anyone remembers, it would be Allison when Kemba Walker played for UConn and Jim Calhoun was the coach, and they won 13 consecutive games, including the Big East tournament. They were a 3 or a 6 seed, I can't remember which, and they ran the table to the national championship. Win or go home for 13 consecutive games is pretty, it's a tall order. It really is. There's also something to be said, Terry. The Big Ten is so huge that what the fuck ever. The Big Ten is so large that 4 teams, including Nebraska, as the 2 seed, got a triple bye. There's something to be said about not playing basketball and waiting for 3 days before you actually get to play a basketball game.
Yeah, there was one conference, I don't remember which one it was, one of the mid-majors. They had basically just a big, long gauntlet of games where if you came in last place, you started against the next to last team, and whoever won that played against the team right above it, and they just kept going until the championship game. Like, that is ridiculous. I can't remember what, like Conference USA or something. The Conference USA championship was in Huntsville.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
That is crazy.
Speaking of crazy.
Okay. Let's admire this poster. I actually love this.
I think the art is great. The card is shit.
mean.
That was what I told y'all earlier.
Yes. This is exceptional use of art. And if you looked, they actually made individual promo pages.
Cards.
Yeah, like art for each match. It was very, very well done. So kudos to the art team at AEW. I love it.
Good.
But I will say we're on match maybe 5 of the night. Because I think there were 4 matches in the pre-show with 1 rolling over. There's so much blood in this match that I keep looking at it and going, so I'm really sorry if you see my face just like go green.
So what do we want to talk about first? What has happened already? What have we already?
Let's see. From this, I can't tell. The women's tag team match happened already. I don't know who won because I wasn't paying attention. I think I was talking to you guys. The 21-man match happened already, and I think that was for Ricochet's title, right?
The national title that he's undeserving of, but yeah.
So that happened, and spoiler alert. So if you are not watching, don't listen. I'm gonna say who won. It was Jungle Boy. Thank you very much. Yes. Way to go, Luke Perry's son. Luke Perry's son.
He's the national champion.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
There was God, this is bad that I can't remember what the other matches were. Well, they couldn't have been that important. What's
Well,
happening right now
FTR and
is
Young Bucks
right
still
now is
going?
FTR and Young Bucks. And
Okay.
Andrew's not going to agree with me, but this is actually a really good match. They are beating the living daylights out of each other, hence all of the blood, but they are something we haven't seen from the Young Bucks to me, which is actual effort. So
Yeah, that's the problem with FTR and the Young Bucks over the last 12 to 18 months, I would say, is that they've been resting on their laurels and they
yeah,
have
not this
not been
match.
good professional wrestlers. They have been, oh, we're the best wrestlers in the world. Listen, bitch, go show somebody. Nobody cares what your opinion is. What matters is that you put asses in seats. Unless you're Tony Khan, and this is just a passion project, and you'll continue to fill small arenas and overpay people and have 700 people on your roster, and to somebody's point, 700 and whatever titles, I mean, being defended, 783 titles. But like, I would like to see FTR and the Young Bucks put forth a good match. That doesn't mean it needs to be a bloodbath. I'm just saying it doesn't have to be a bloodbath to be a good match. Their match at Revolution, they really fucked this up several years ago when the Young Bucks won the match from FTR. It was when Tully was managing FTR, or he had, and the Pinnacle thing fell apart because MJF apparently was a attention whore monger, whatever. Shocker that somebody from Long Island would be that way. But anyway.
Hey. You're right. Go ahead.
That was for you.
No.
But anyway, that match, they worked on whatever Jackson's foot, and he hits the super kick, and he helps win the match. Mm-hmm. That's Bass Ackwards booking. If they worked on the foot the whole time, and then he can't help himself but to use the super kick, that should cost him the match, not give them the match.
Yeah.
And they really have not had the chemistry that some of these real fame tag team matches have, and that would include for the FTR, American Alpha, and NXT. Those matches were really, really good with Jordan and Gable. Really, really good matches. FTR and the Young Bucks have not been able to find that same sort of chemistry. And the other thing is, it's spot fest. Is very little wrestling psychology. And that is a problem. Also, and I'm sure that you're watching this, Allison, they wrestle Texas Tornado rules all the time if the Young Bucks are involved. It's not actually a tag match. It's a sequence of choreographed moves that we're going to do together, but they don't even do them in the same way that FTR does them, where there's an effective use of them and where sequence A to B to C to D makes sense. So now I'm off the soapbox, but for the last 18 months, they've just said they're the best tag teams in the world. They're not actually the best tag teams in the world.
And what you lose from that is, and I'll kind of step in there, is FTR is set up to be the kind of tag team that uses tag team rules, that focuses on somebody's knee, takes turns, gets the fresh man in. I worked his knee, now you go work his knee. And you don't see that if everybody's in there all the time. So FTR loses that ability to be that way, having to wrestle against these teams that are so drastically different.
Well, I have another spoiler if you're ready. Are we good for a spoiler or no?
It looks like Bober beat you to it.
Damn it! Bober! You suck! Yes, FTR 1 now have the tag belts, and Christian and Edge are out, and
And FTR had the tag belts, though, didn't they?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they did.
I'm going to be honest, I haven't watched AEW in weeks.
Yeah, they were defending the tag titles.
Okay.
FTR's the champs.
Yes, she's right. Amy said yes, so I believe it. If anybody's going to know, it's going to be Amy.
Caminero just hit a home run off of Paul Skeens.
Oh, no. That's it. It's because he's a pirate. Damn it, Bober.
It's a solo home run, but it's a home run nonetheless on pitch number 18. So,
there you go. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate you.
Well, I got to figure out how to work this.
How to make that a rolling banner on the bottom? So the other matches for tonight, while you're doing that, if you're all right, I'm gonna talk about some of the other matches. Ones that I'm actually interested in: Tony Storm, Marina Shafir. Absolutely, that's gonna be a banger in my opinion.
Everyone banned from outside. Tony's going to carry this match. Marina's not that good in the ring.
There's no question, but I'm going to enjoy the living fuck out of that match. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying Tony's going to have to carry the match. There's going to be a lot of character work. No, she's very good.
The other match that I'm looking forward to is Swerve and Brody King. Very much so.
Interesting the way they got there.
I'm sorry it took me so long.
That's okay. Good job.
Ugh.
Yeah, interesting the way they got there, Brody King and Swerve.
But I'm good with it. I like it. Hangman MJF, truth be told, couldn't care anymore. That's how I feel, and that makes me really freaking sad for how much I love MJF and I think he's great. I don't care anymore. They've just been so blasé with how they're pushing everything. If there's no real story, I don't care. Don't care.
And I made fun of it earlier, but it's yet another Texas death match.
Yeah.
And it's yet another I'll never wrestle for the title stipulation if I lose. And of course, this is just how, they book AEW. You don't need either of those things. They have bastardized the Texas death match, which is why Hangman refuses to say match. He only says Texas death. So we're going to see some light tubes and some other nonsense that you would not have seen in traditional Texas death matches. The idea of MJF losing the title already to Hangman, I think is a red flag. I believe MJF wins tonight and Hangman does not. And it may be because of Brody King or Swerve interference so that they can go move them on to another story. But I don't believe MJF loses this title. The person MJF needs to lose the title to for one last run, if they're going to do it, is Kenny Omega. If they're not going to do it, don't do it. Because you have done him a disservice in his time in AEW to begin with in the first place. He is the cleaner, but only when he's in Japan. He is not the cleaner in AEW. And, he's not even a broom or a mop stick, quite frankly. And it's a shame that they waste that man's talent. Speaking of wasted talent, if Takeshita does not beat Jon Moxley tonight,
oh God,
what are y'all doing at this point?
I still don't understand.
No time limit match, I guess. So
when's the last time you saw a match end in a time limit?
Well, that's what they've been doing.
They came close. I saw a match last week, I want to say, or this. Okay. Maybe it was this week. I did see one match.
Was it to set this up?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. That makes sense.
Otherwise, right? We never see time limits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's silly. And again, Moxley, do the job and put the title on Takeshita. Although,
so I missed this. I didn't watch Wednesday, but apparently Tony Khan put Meltzer in the front row on Wednesday.
That checks, I obviously did not watch it. In case you guys didn't know, the World Baseball Classic is on, and right now the Dominican Republic is up on America's team 1-0. But I did not watch that, but that does not shock me knowing that Tony Khan and Dave Meltzer are so tight that there are people at one point that accused Meltzer of actually owning part of AEW because he is such a apologist. That's the word I use. He is such an apologist for what happens in AEW. But let's talk about one thing before we move on, because Terry hasn't said a whole lot about AEW, mostly because he doesn't watch, and it's okay.
I was fumbling with how to create this banner for half
let's
of it.
Let's talk about the multi-man matches on this show. We know we had a 21 blackjack tournament. Hail Herb Abrams. And now we're going to have a 6-man tag where the Don Callis family, 2 real family members and a jobber, are wrestling Jet Speed and a jobber because Hangman's in the main event. And then you've got this nonsense. Trios match as if there's any other kind in AEW. Dave, apologist is what people with master's degrees call marks. So there you go. We're trying to dress it up around here. Apparently we need to do that for YouTube.
But this Tornadoes Trios match, the non-Darby Allin team, they're actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, those are the
Oh man, we got
that's
two
Finley
different
and
six-man
the
tag.
other.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. But they all look
and
the same.
a 21-person match.
Mm-hmm.
They all look the same though. That's the thing about AEW. They all look the same. Mark Davis looks the same as that other dude he tags with, and those two guys, Dave Finley and the other dude, look a lot alike too. And I hope Darby Allin just like gets crushed by Gabe Kidd, mostly because I can't stand Gabe Kidd, or not Gabe Kidd, Darby Allin. Darby Allin at some point is going to hurt himself in the ring, and he's going to be a tragedy that he doesn't deserve to be, because somebody in the back needs to tell the dumbass to not do that. But whatever. It's just a thought.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to be all over the place in that. I guess in both trios matches. The fact that they've got trios titles is a bit much.
The fact that they're calling it a tornado tag match as if there's any other kind in AEW.
Right.
You know, like, get off me already. So
that's what she said.
Yeah, well, I definitely said it to her, but
you could swap a couple of those words and
yeah, exactly. And then we get 2 out of 3 falls. Tekla versus Statlander. Talk about
nobody cares about that match.
Thank you. Nobody cares. These women.
In fact, Statlander was in that match where I went up and had to go pee.
Right.
And when I didn't get the Sting mask.
Yeah.
She's been snake bit ever since, Terry, mostly because you didn't see the finish. It's your fault. You disappointed Sting too in the same night.
Right. And that's why he retired for sure.
Yeah. Said, definitely your fault on that.
That was it. Terry doesn't care about me anymore.
But the whole idea of Tekla versus Statlander, when you've got other women in this division,
yes,
I am very disappointed in that, because there are some really good women in the division. I've been on the record talking about how good these women in AEW are, and yet here we are with a 2 out of 3 falls. Because if watching their shit ass match the first time wasn't good enough, now you get 3 versions of it, unless we're going to do the stunning Steve Austin, Dustin Rhodes finish from Starrcade 93, where Austin actually won 2 straight. It's the only 2 out of 3 falls match I can recall that ever only went 2 falls, because obviously 2 out of 3 means you're going to get 3 matches. And that's what this crowd needs on an AEW show with 17 standalone matches. You need 2 more matches inside that match. I don't love Statler when you have Britt Baker. Nobody cares about Britt Baker. Britt Baker's terrible.
She's awesome. Hold on a second, though. To his point. Well, yeah, but to Bober's point, though, Britt Baker, you at least could build a story around her. She had mic skills. She had, you could believe her. These women, it's just like, what? Why? Who are you? You're horrible on the mic. Go away.
To quote your buddy Bruce Pritchard, until the bell ring. Britt Baker is horrible in the ring.
Well, that's where you pair somebody up, put her in a tag team with somebody that's a great wrestler. Let her do the talking.
Yeah. Agree.
Just 2, not 3, not 4, just 2.
Just 2.
And
you're making way too many demands of Tony Khan booking tonight. I'm letting you know, because it wasn't bad enough that you got 2 50-year-old wrestlers.
Yeah.
You don't know. It's not bad enough that you got 2 50-year-old wrestlers coming back to wrestle for the tag team championships. You got 738 other wrestlers on that roster sitting at home, somehow collecting a paycheck for doing absolutely nothing. So, you know, it is what it is.
Not everybody's upset about
it. So overall, until and by the way, I haven't gotten all of it in yet. Bandito and Andrade, who gives a shit?
Man, Andrade, I mean, this guy, when he changes companies, and he does it a lot, he comes in with big announcement, like people are going to pop over this. Why do they keep thinking we're going to pop over Andrade?
Every freaking time.
There we go.
Not get it.
I don't know. He's not that.
Baker is half a star in the Tokyo Dome, only if Dave Meltzer's writing the review. Only if Dave Meltzer's writing the review. Roscoe, Roscoe, you need to lay down and watch the Dominican Republic. It's 1-0 right now.
Don't
you love
eat
the baseball.
cords, Roscoe.
Have we talked about everything with this?
His Japanese team is already eliminated. He's very disappointed
so he's mad?
in Shohei.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's very disappointed in Shohei.
Okay, well, that's enough about wrestling. I really don't. I mean,
what about WWE and putting the title back on Cody last week? That's trash.
Did I call that, by the way? I'm pretty sure I called that.
But it's
I'm
trash.
pretty sure I called that.
It's trash. And Allison, serious talk, because you shared it with me. Let's talk about WrestleMania prices going down 50% in a week. In a week.
If I had bought tickets to WrestleMania, the level of pissed off that I would be right now with all of that crew, and I said it. I said it after the last, I think it was, I'm trying to think the last PLE I went to. I think it was either Royal Rumble or WrestleMania.
You went to WrestleMania in Philly, yeah.
Yeah, WrestleMania in Philly, but I did Royal Rumble in Tampa, and I don't know if that was before or after. But anyway, I will never go again to a PLE at this point. In fact, I'm almost thinking, because they have come locally, I got priced out of the regular show. But now you're going to pull this bullshit where you're going to change who you may have champion to try to sell tickets, and then you'll lower those prices to try to garner new, eyes on it. I'm sorry. Your real fans bought tickets the day they were on sale. To lower those prices is just absolutely fucking horrible. I'm sorry.
I got one for you. I got World Cup tickets.
Oh,
That's
shit.
about to get really impacted.
Oh,
that's like Lenovo, the arena. What you're talking about, though, they were doing a SmackDown, and the Lenovo Arena is formerly PNC. It's the home of the Wolfpack and the Carolina Hurricanes. I think it seats 12,000 or something, maybe at full capacity. $250 for Section 2 tickets. You ain't ringside. No. You ain't even on the floor.
No.
So who's going to pay $250 for a SmackDown? I mean, it's not a pay-per-view. It's not a PLE. It's a SmackDown. Judge just struck out. Rude. 2 outs, 2 on. Not good.
Granted, one of the things we have been saying is that you can no longer assume that just because you're at a Raw or a SmackDown, you're not going to see something crazy like the title changing hands to Cody.
That's good.
It's a good thing. Also, I would
not
just
for
like
me who doesn't catch every show, but
correct.
It is.
But I
good
would like
overall.
I would like to send a special shout out to R-Truth and Damian Priest because good job, gentlemen.
And Danhausen.
And Danhausen, yes.
Danhausen, yeah.
But Danhausen, after the first appearance, he's gaining popularity quickly.
Yes. Oh, I saw a reel the other day, and it's like a few years old, but it just cracks me up because it was when he was in AEW, and apparently Ron Simmons and JBL had something with the Ass Boys or whatever, and he saw them at this show. They were sitting at a table, and he goes, "My good friends, Ron Simons and Jibble." It just it cracked me up so much.
Hey, you got to respect the hustle of Danhausen, though. How he made it.
Absolutely,
he's got character. I mean, there are a lot of bland wrestlers in 2026. Well, he is not one of them.
To Andrew's point, he used COVID to his benefit. He used social media to get himself out there, and he was exceptional at it. Y'all know I talk about Joey Janela and what he did all the time, but Danhausen was another one that grew his audience from nothing to what it is now.
And became marketable and able to be on national television.
Absolutely. Sure. Oh, look who's here. Hi, Devin. We missed you.
We're watching the Dominican. Old Judge just struck out. Right now, we got 2 outs, 1-1 count, runners at second and third, and Schwarber's up batting. They just took an inside ball.
We're all up to speed now.
You're all up to speed because this could actually change the game.
Okay, I won't give any more spoilers, Devin. We're done.
What's on AEW now? What's happening wrestling wise?
So we gave all the spoilers. Oh, he's asking for a spoiler.
What's happening on wrestling? What's the match, Allison?
Oh, it's Tony Storm and Chris Statland and Marina Shafir right now.
You
Sorry.
don't listen to me. That's the problem.
No, I
She
don't.
got wrapped up. She was telling Devin no spoilers. Then
I
you're like,
know.
what's happening?
What's happening? And no, I don't like him only because of his hair. He did wonderful things for people's mental health during COVID.
Yeah, you can tell that Darren Staley is absolutely full of shit, because if he listened to this show at all, he would know that I do not watch movies that are not 25 years old.
That's
So I don't know what the hell he's
Good
talking
point.
about with this one battle after another, or Sinners. I believe Michael B. Jordan is in Sinners.
Yes, he
But
is. Twice.
that's all I know about it.
Twice.
And
He
I cannot
plays
watch it
twins.
for another 24 years. So it's just a rule.
You'll like
In the
it. It's a good
retirement
movie.
home. We'll catch up with those. In the
We'll catch up with you.
retirement home.
Yeah, at the compound. We'll have it in the compound playing.
Well, the only thing I know about the Oscars, and it's the most important thing, is Hudson Williams and Connor Story will be at the Oscars today. They are the stars of the show you guys may have heard us talk about, Heated Rivalry, and they are magnificent. Hudson Williams might be my favorite celebrity on the internet right now.
Oh, well, right now, yeah, he is. Yeah. He is fighting homophobia with the quick wit that we love. Let's just say that, okay?
Yeah. That response was magical, and I really did
used our favorite C word. It was pretty great.
Yeah, the other one.
Yeah, the other one.
The other C word.
Oh God.
But anyway.
All right, I think that's enough for wrestling.
All right. In that case, tonight's main event, as we extend our series on music and entertainment, we'll say, because this is the first time we're going to stage productions. We're going to do the top 10 Broadway musicals tonight. Thanks for all who voted.
Yeah, not an easy task considering the sheer amount of musicals. Traditional versus modern, obviously. But we will see.
I had a little bit of argument with the AI over, I said, I want a list of 100 Broadway musicals. And it goes, here's a list of 100 Broadway and West End musicals. I said, you don't listen to me. I did not say West End. I said Broadway. So we had to really work through that. And one thing it did, and I will respond to Dave Miller, because when he shared, he said we did not have, which one did you say we didn't have, Dave? I can't remember. Singing in the Rain.
Singing in the Rain.
Well, apparently Singing in the Rain was only on Broadway for less than a year, and it had 300 shows or something. So when I asked the AI, why didn't you include this? It said it wasn't even on Broadway for a year, so I didn't feel it was popular enough. So that's the reason. Blame the AI. I was not detailed enough to include that one.
I want to give a spoiler, and I can't. Can I?
Well, don't worry. Bober probably will anyway.
Yeah. Wow. Well, there it is. He did.
He did.
Well, that was the only place she was going to go after that interview.
Right. But I still didn't see that happening. Anyway, for those of you who are wondering what we're talking about, I put it on the screen, but I'm not going to talk about it for those who are listening. Okay. Anyway, so I said earlier that this list plays has a very good place in my heart, because I grew up on Long Island. I would jump on the train, go into the city, watch a Broadway show on a random Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. My dad worked in the city. He would get the half price tickets, and say, hey, let's go. Bring your mom, go into the city, watch it. It was just growing up, having that kind of access to Broadway, exceptional. So,
excellent.
With that said, I'm very excited about this.
I'm on the other end. I've seen a couple of things total whenever they came to Huntsville. So.
And as for me, I am maybe surprising with this because I, surprised you all when I told you I play a musical instrument and was in the jazz band. Musicals are some of my favorite things to go to and attend. They can't see Bober's comments, so I guess it's working out.
I wonder why.
Anyway.
They're all
He's
on
probably
YouTube.
on the other view or whatever.
We don't
No,
have
we
the
don't
other
have
view.
that. We don't have
Oh,
that.
we don't? Oh, well, then I don't know. Bober, you've been shadow banned, but
Don't
we will
forget to
read all of your
check all.
comments aloud.
Yeah, that's right. There you
Um,
go.
Oh,
I
maybe the AI that StreamYard's using is kicking out his comments so other people don't see it.
Oh,
they think he's a
who knew?
bot. But there's no way the name Bober is real. They think he's a bot. But anyway, our favorite ball hockey player, I will continue to read your comments and go whatever team you're playing for and raising money for these days. So on the musical topic, I will watch a musical movie. I will watch a musical. One of the reasons I love Disney movies is the music in the movies.
Yeah.
Anything I'm doing, I have music playing. So I have been
Yep.
playing music to the oh god, that's not fun. He beamed him. Way to go, Skeens. Anyway, I've been revisiting some of my favorites, and obviously it's no surprise who number one for me is. And I'll get there. I will say this. I did not mark a Disney musical in my top 10 because Disney belongs in Disney. Disney is sacred. Disney is Disney. And I see both of your faces. I get that Disney is also money. That's why the Star Wars franchise has partnered with Disney. Anything Disney touches turns to gold. Why wouldn't you put Aladdin on Broadway or The Lion King or Moana or whatever musical it is? But I do not treat Disney and musicals as the same. I just didn't. So they may have made the preliminary list, but they did not make the top 10. And in fact, I removed them.
So I voted for 20 total, and I think I had 2 Disney, but they were not in the top 10.
I voted for, let's see, how many total? I voted for 14 total, and I have 2 Disney. I have 1 Disney.
I voted for 14 total after I removed the Disneys because I do enjoy the Disney musicals, but Disney should stand alone. Disney can't be that thing like a TKO, I guess, or whatever, that just because they can produce it and pay for it, they should get credit for it. Disney is the best production company in the world, and it's not close. It's absolutely not close. Anything they touch turns to gold. So I am not of that thought process that Disney's musicals belong on this list. But that's just why I'm explaining why I'm going to tell you. And also, most of mine are going to be traditional. Believe it or not, Darren Staley had that correct. Yes. I really like some of the old school musicals, including Terry's picture there, Old Fiddler on the Roof.
Which is tradition.
So that being said, let's look at what just missed the list, and that includes The Lion King.
Oh, that was my one. That was my one.
Mamma Mia, Sweeney Todd, which I was really tempted to put Andy from The Office in the picture for Sweeney Todd, and West Side Story.
Okay, so Sweeney Todd was on my list, but low. Yeah, that was oh no, maybe not. It was 6. I take it back. I had them high. Lion King.
Mamma Mia is slow.
Lion King was 4. I didn't have Mamma Mia or West Side Story.
I had West Side Story because it was honestly one of the very first musicals I ever saw. What was it? The Jets and the what's the other gang? The Jets and
the Sharks.
Yeah, that's right. One of the very first musicals I ever saw. Obviously, a little different. Great musical. And Sweeney Todd. Terry doesn't have the Angela Lansbury Sweeney Todd here, but Angela Lansbury was in Sweeney Todd as well.
He was. Angela Lansbury and Josh Groban, I'm seeing, were in Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, she was fantastic in Sweeney Todd. The old butcher putting him in mincemeat at people he killed, which was fantastic. Mamma Mia and The Lion King, yeah, whatever.
Look, The Lion King is one of. I'm going to tell a story here, so just hold up.
He's out.
Okay.
Lion King is put him down at 3rd again, Allison.
Again?
That's our man.
Oh my god, that's fantastic. Lion King had the best costumes in any show I've ever seen.
I
Lion
have a
King
thought
was
on this. Go
hands
ahead.
down. It was impressive. It was crazy. I almost said it was the best set I've ever seen. The best set I've ever seen was on a short run play during the peak of the Titanic like freak out. You know, we had like a couple years where it was everything Titanic. It was called Titanic. The set went from like this to like this. Exceptional set design. One of the best things I've ever seen in a play.
There are exceptions to my rule. I
Okay.
have seen the movie Titanic. It's not 25 years old.
Is it not? How old is it? It's getting close.
I'm pretty sure it's gotta be. It's gotta be close.
1997, for your information, 12 Academy Awards, including Best Score, Best Picture,
So
Best
yes,
Sound.
25
it is.
years old.
It's almost 30 years old.
It's almost
Yeah.
30.
Whatever. I did the math wrong. I don't care.
So the Lion King is
Mhm.
from my numbers, it is the third longest reigning show in Broadway history. Only a couple others on the list had more shows. It's got 11,000, almost 11,200 at this point. It's been going nonstop since 1997.
I have a question if we know the answer to it. Dave has mentioned this several times, The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
Mhm.
Great movie with Burt Reynolds and Dolly, obviously,
Yeah.
and others, which would include Dom DeLuise. He is fantastic in that movie.
Everything he does.
But I have every song to that movie memorized. Believe it or not, we had the soundtrack on a cassette tape. Yes, Allison, you learn things about me all the time, and you know we're platonic life partners. But what I wanted to say is I don't know that it was a Broadway musical, and that was the stipulation for the show.
It was, and that I was very specific.
Yes.
I said it had to be on Broadway at some point.
Yeah.
Now, it did, like I told Dave, it did cut out things that weren't on Broadway for very long, which I didn't really want it to. So maybe I just need to speak that a little bit. Like, if it was on there for 2 weeks, I want you to include it, and that's kind of what I should have said. Because you got to be really specific sometimes.
Yes, you do.
But every one of these shows that were on the list has at least 900 showings.
Okay.
Second thing on The Lion King. I've not seen The Lion King on Broadway, obviously, but I saw the Lion King adaptation musical at Disney World in 2012, and it was absolutely fantastic. I mean, it really was. It was fantastic. But Lion King does not belong on the Broadway musical list in my world. But it was fantastic because, to Allison's point, the costumes, the singing, the choreography, it's everything you would expect that Disney would do. But Terry, what's number 10?
Number 10 is Grease.
Ooh, I have never seen this one on the stage.
I was going to say, come on, you know you've seen Grease.
Of course I've seen Grease, just not on the stage. So.
Its first reign was 1972 to 1980. Then it went 94 to 98, and then 07 to 09. Over 5,000 shows.
I could have caught it. I just didn't. I probably, and I'll be honest, I probably didn't catch it because I saw the movie first, and I was like, all right.
And see, that's the one problem with some of these is the movie adaptations. I mean, it's Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, for Pete's sake. And the songs,
not this guy, whoever he is. I'm sure he does great. But
the songs are the same and you know, that sort of thing. But you get Hollywood production versus Broadway production, and there are going to be some differences. You get live music versus recorded music, and there is a difference for anybody that's experienced both. So, anyway, I'm okay with Grease at 10. Unless
number
something
9
stupid don't make the list.
Spamalot, number 9.
Oh, so good.
Didn't even vote for it.
So good. Oh my God. Okay, so
Tim Curry and David Hyde Pierce have been in this.
Fun story about Spamalot. I didn't actually see this one on Broadway. I saw this one here in Hartford, and it was back when I was married to my practice husband, and I had bought the tickets. My company had a deal where you could get like 2 nice seats for cheap, whatever. So I bought them. I swear to God, myself and all the men in the audience, except for my ex-husband, were the only ones laughing during this show and singing along. All the women were going to their husbands every 5 minutes. What is this? What is happening? Why is this funny? Why are you laughing over them doing coconuts? And I'm like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. This was so good. Now, if you were not raised like I was with an appreciation for Monty Python, you do not know
Yeah.
why this is so good. But if you have been, you know why this is excellent. So,
Boom! Tie game. Gunnar Henderson of the Baltimore Orioles with a home run.
oh, look, this was Bober's number 1.
Well, that's not really surprising. He would pick
It's
some
not.
shit
His
show like this.
Oh my
I mean-
God, you guys. You
No,
guys are
there are
horrible. Look, Dave
amazing,
said it's his number 5.
amazing Broadway musicals, and you pick this shit. Get away from me, please, please. Doesn't belong.
Good God.
I'll take Disney over this.
This was not in my top 10. I think I may have put it in my top 10.
I didn't vote
I
for it
had
in the
this
poll or the top 10.
This was my 10. This was my
This
10.
didn't make the committee vote for me. I've never
All
even
right.
heard of this nonsense.
Oh, yeah, well,
I do
don't
love
even
Well,
know.
I may not watch movies.
Right?
I felt like I was pretty informed about musicals.
Yeah, I knew my dad had to have this one high because my dad sends me the videos all the time of like, the White Rabbit and the Knights.
I can't trust George. He doesn't think
me.
Jorge belongs in good conversations.
Oh my
285,
God.
5 world championships.
You are so biased.
Number 8.
All right.
Rent.
Yes.
Yes.
Love this one.
Yes,
This is this is one of the 2 on my top 10 that I have not seen. This was my number 3. I love every song in this play.
1996 to 2008, over 5,000 showings. Taye Diggs is listed as part of the
Mhm.
cast.
And he was
Cutting
in the movie
edge,
too.
set in a time during the AIDS epidemic. A very, very incredible show.
Yes.
Very powerful. Probably wouldn't have the same effect today based on social circumstances. And we don't plug that man around here, Darren. So no, we're not reading that comment. But yeah, bottom line is to me, this was in my top 5. And I have biases for it, obviously. But to Allison's point, every song, every story, every transition, the set itself.
Terry,
fantastic.
the employee's final song to Michael Scott is from Rent.
Okay.
The however many minutes song.
The number, yeah.
That's from Rent.
25,600 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
See, look at how many musicals are represented in The Office.
So Andrew's like, they wasted that song on Michael Scott.
Yeah, they absolutely wasted that song on Michael Scott. As has been well established on this show.
Shush.
I hate Steve Carell. Therefore,
How are you
by
my
the
best friend?
transitive
I
property
swear.
of mathematics, because we're celebrating Pi Week, I hate Michael Scott and I hate The Office.
Anyway.
Number 7.
Yeah.
Fiddler on the Roof.
There you go.
This came out of nowhere toward the end because it was not.
I don't have to tell you what the good book says, Terry. You know what the good book says.
This was my 14. I did not have this. This was also one of the ones I had not seen. Now I did see. Hold on. I did see a Greek adaptation of this at my church that my mom was in.
Yeah, because he's Russian. So I mean, it works. Yeah, but yes, this was so good. And the first time I ever saw it was actually our high school musical, and the guy who played, what is the main character's name? Help me.
Oh, oh my God.
What is his name? This. Somebody help us.
It is Tevi.
Tevi. Yeah. Yeah. So he does the whole monologue and all that stuff. And it is so good. But the guy who did it went to high school with my sister. And he was so good as the dad, I don't know, the worried, anxious, whatever
Yep.
father talking to God, and the whole I don't have to tell you what the good book says always makes me laugh when I hear that
Yeah.
line. But great musical. So good. And another cultural looking into the culture of a different country, which I mean, this is the United States, for God's sake, during the Cold War and all that stuff. When did you say this aired on Broadway, Terry?
So that's interesting. I was going to comment on that. So its first run was 1964 to 1972. It has come back 5 times since then, in 76, 81, 90, 04, and 15, and not even lasted a year any of those 5 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
So very good point.
3,950 shows.
Wow. Okay. I would have expected more.
Yeah.
Bober's comment, I saw it with Anthony Quinn as the dad and also the main character in Zorba the Greek. Yeah, he was exceptional at playing Jewish and Greek men. He was. He was very good.
Oh, I've got to, speaking of Greek, I've got to capture this song from Bob's Burgers that
Okay.
Megan Mullally sang.
Oh, I'm going to love it.
It's about this guy from high school named Derek Dematopoulos.
Oh, boy.
And, I'm going to capture that and send it to you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Who else?
Roman Anthony with a home
We
run.
got
Boston
all
Red
sorts-
Sox outfielder.
Let's continue with the list.
Keep going. Number 6.
Hairspray.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
So, yeah, no.
Pop music. I mean, it's poppy. Not my thing.
Yeah.
I honestly this whole story was a little. It just didn't do it for me. I didn't like the music. I didn't like.
Was it Ricky Lake was in the movie?
Yeah, Ricky Lake was in the adaptation. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
not a fan. Did not make the poll committee, did not make the top 10 for me.
Wasn't it Harvey Weinstein too?
Yeah.
Oh God. Definitely glad I didn't vote for that.
Well, the original was Divine, wasn't it? It was Divine, the drag queen. I thought she was the original. Anyway, this is a good one.
It's
I
Harvey
can't tell you
Firestein.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, well, Weinstein was the jackwagon. He's on the Epstein list, probably, which we're not hearing about right
we
now.
don't want to send it down that path because he's on there right now.
Well, a lot of people say that Epic Fury is the greatest Broadway musical in the history of the world. The theme song is Bomb, 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 Iran. Terry, what's number 5?
Number 5, The Producers.
There you go.
5? What? Stop it.
And this one obviously has Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick. You can see them here.
I had this as 11.
You can see them there too.
I saw this one on Broadway. Very good. Loved it.
Mel Brooks.
Yeah, the Producers is my number 1. I love the fact that they're trying to scam people so they can go to Rio de Janeiro. And
I mean,
they're trying to come up with the shittiest musical ever. And they pick Springtime for Hitler, and they're pitching it to this guy, and he says that whole third act's got to go. They're losing the war. It's too depressing. So good. Then they do the Springtime for Hitler number and all of that stuff. And as anyone's not seen the story, here's a spoiler. Hitler drew a crowd, and that was the end line to the end scene is we forgot Hitler always drew a crowd. So absolutely an incredible musical. Great movies. Nathan Lane is top shelf.
Yes.
Yes. And Matthew Broderick couldn't have been a better counterpart to him, honestly.
Absolutely agree.
It's just so good. It's such a, and I don't know how it's number 5, honestly.
I had it at 3.
That means I was going to say that means
11.
the next 4 better be really, really, really good.
Yeah.
So this went
really
01
good.
to 07, 2,502 shows.
When did it run?
01 to 07.
Wow. Okay.
which
So I
means
was
they
in
didn't.
Connecticut when I saw it. I came in, yeah. I'm like, where was I living? I have to do like the counting. Where did I live? Where did I? Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
they didn't miss a whole hell of a lot of
No,
days, quite
no,
frankly.
no. Agree.
Number
Great
Alright,
show.
4.
Cats.
Oh,
Okay.
whatever.
See, now I'm sorry, Andrew. Again, for
Andrew Lloyd
me,
Webber.
this is iconic.
This
For
is the
musicals.
worst Andrew Lloyd Webber musical. The worst Andrew Lloyd Webber musical.
I love this. I think this is excellent. I love this show. It was different. I was young. I was maybe like 13, I think. I went and saw this with my mom. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I think I saw it right before it closed, actually. What were the run dates, Terry?
It was. I just had it. Crap. Cats.
Sorry, my bad.
82 to 2000. Almost 7,500
Yeah,
shows.
that's insane.
Yeah. And it looks like we've got a new listener here. I'd like to shout out Mr. Stan makes them cry Wawa.
He's looking for
Wonderful name
wrestling.
there. Wonderful name there, Stan. This is Broadway Musicals is our main event. You missed the wrestling, which we talked about earlier. We do, as we've advertised, start at 8 o'clock Eastern time, the only time that matters. And usually wrestling is the second or third segment, depending on how I'm feeling. So sorry you missed out. Terry, number 3 in musicals, according to the top 10 voters.
I think this one, just remembering back, may be one that Andrew's not going to agree with. Wicked, number 3.
Absolutely untrue. Wicked was in the
Okay.
top 5.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I'm impressed.
I
I'm
am a little
impressed to hear that.
surprised there, honestly.
Yeah.
Why?
Yes.
Because it's Dorothy. It's the Wizard of Oz. It's the Wizard of Oz on Broadway. They took some liberties. They took some liberties, and no
Did you read the
problem,
book?
man. Welcome to the family. They took some liberties, but Defying Gravity is the only song that anybody remembers from this musical. The only one. And all of the gays were dressing up as Wicked Witch of the West, which, quite frankly, stop that. You're men, unless you're drag queens. And I don't believe in the pronoun nonsense, so no, let's not even go there. But yeah, so this was fine, but it was only the top 5, and it's not better than the producers. That's trash. This is recency bias. Recency bias is affecting the top 10 today.
So 03 to now, it's still going. 8,700 plus showings. Kristen Chenoweth, a show here. I had to make sure I got a picture with her.
So my thing about this show is it was inventive. It was a new spin on a tale everybody knew. It adapted very well to the stage. I think this was a good choice. I haven't seen it. Not on my list, I don't think. Just because, no, it's not on my list.
It's got a great soundtrack. But again, the only song anyone remembers is Defying Gravity.
Yes.
Andrew, it was one spot behind the producers for me. So I had it in the right order.
All right. What's number 2? I'm getting really nervous now. Amy's nervous to
Amy's nervous.
Rock of Ages. And I'm like, no offense, Amy, but I don't even know what that is. I haven't seen it.
Somebody's going to lose some. Number 2.
I know mine is not going to come up there. Oh, man.
And I got
and I know what number 1 has to be. So
let me tell you, I was in high school when she was in this. And I had seen her on Cheers for several years. And when she was doing Chicago, I really enjoyed that she was doing
You went,
Chicago.
hold on, who is that? That's Lilith? What? Now, Chicago, the music, I hope, Andrew, you agree with me, is absolutely exceptional.
The music, the choreography, the dancing, the story, the costume. Everything about Chicago is fantastic. The movie is better than the musical. And I would almost never say that. But the movie Chicago is better than the musical.
Wow. But Amy, is Rock of Ages Monster Ballads?
She is definitely
consistent. Know what those are.
I love you so much, Amy.
Definitely consistent with that.
Right? Isn't she? I love her. Jesus, there's a reason she's our 4th. All right. Number 1, and if it's not...
a little bit of stats for Chicago before we go there. So 75 to 77, and then it came back in 96, and it's still going from that. 12,480 shows.
Wait, it's still going from 96? That's
Yeah,
a 30-year run.
it's a long time.
Holy shit, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Wow. Number 1 is not Rent, Stan. Rent was 5,
Number 1 is
6,
the only one that has more shows than Chicago,
and I know which one that is.
and that is
Yes.
Phantom of the Opera.
Oh. Okay.
So we've missed Jesus Christ Superstar.
13,980.
We've missed Les Mis. We missed the Pirates of Penzance. Yeah,
Right.
we missed
There's
a
several
lot.
things.
Yeah, we missed Annie, my
Annie.
favorite.
Yep.
This was my dad's number 1. This was my
Bye
number
Bye
2.
Birdie. My goodness.
This okay, so here is a really fun fact.
88
girl-
to 2023, by the way. So it's not going
you.
now, but
Right.
it had nearly 14,000 showings.
I had managed to go almost 25 years of my life without listening or seeing Phantom of the Opera. I had the first time I saw Phantom of the Opera in the theater was the first time I experienced the whole show and the music. And let me tell you, I am so glad that that's how it happened, because this show blew me away. The music, everything about this blew me away.
Yeah, Andrew Lloyd Webber was fantastic, and it is undeniably his greatest work. And he's had a bunch of musicals, and they didn't make this list. So I absolutely, to Darren Staley's point, Les Miserables did not make it.
Yeah, that's crazy. I loved Les Mis as well.
Yeah,
I like Amy. Yes, Amy. Yes.
I was looking at the full list on my phone here because I can look at all the votes. Les Mis was, let's see. Jesus Christ Superstar was 15.
Yep.
Okay.
Les Mis was in the first 4 out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Les Mis, like I said, Les Mis is fantastic. But Phantom of the Opera, I mean, you hear the piano, and you hear the deep baritone Phantom of the Opera singing. It's
and beautiful.
It is so good. Oh, there goes Bober with some more, nonsense.
Whining?
Book of Mormon, whining. Book of Mormon should have made the list.
Never saw it. What song is from that?
You should visit the cottage, but you refuse to do that, and we're
There
giving
you
you
go.
good advice.
Perfect example.
Damn it, Judge! Got another one.
So the Book of Mormon was 30 something after
the captain.
Rock
the
of
captain
Ages.
with a diving catch, Allison.
Excellent.
Tell me it does not matter to win this baseball game.
He's practicing. That's right.
Well,
all right.
Let me run
you
down
can
the top
cover
10.
some ground diving. I'm just saying. Anyway.
So I saw a mention of Rent earlier.
Yes.
When we were doing the top few. Let me run through and you'll see where it ended up. Number 10, Grease. Number 9, Spam-A-Lot. Number 8, Rent. Number 7, Fiddler on the Roof. Number 6, Hairspray. Number 5, The Producers. Number 4, Cats. Number 3, Wicked. Number 2, Chicago. And number 1, Phantom of the Opera.
Cats, Hairspray, and Spam-A-Lot belong nowhere on this list. But otherwise, I agree with 7 out of 10. You guys did good this week.
I like this. I like this list. This is very good. I'm a little surprised, but I think Andrew's point about recency bias plays a little. But to that point, I'm surprised to see like Cats producers on this list because those are a little bit older.
Hamilton didn't make it. Hamilton didn't make it. It made my top 10 because of
Hamilton
what the subject matter is.
Hamilton and Annie and Moulin Rouge and Les Mis were all right outside, like in the 15 to 20.
Lay down and watch Vladdy bat.
I actually didn't. I've never seen Hamilton.
Yes, he's batting. Lay down.
Your dog likes the Dominicans too?
Oh, the dog just likes baseball.
He missed it.
So I'm only showing 3 upcoming top 10 lists because I know we've talked about some, but we talked a lot of music stuff lately. I didn't want to put female vocalists on here like we're about to do it,
right?
Because I figured we'll take a little bit of break before we get to female vocalists.
Mm-hmm.
We got Taco Bell, as we've talked about over and over again. That'll be fun. We've got 2 animated list coming up with animated TV theme songs, which I think should be next.
Yes, let's finish it
Finish
out.
up finish up the music, and then we don't necessarily have to do animated dogs right after that, but those kind of do go together a little bit. So those are some that are coming up. We do have female vocalists at some point coming up, but probably delay that a little bit. But we need to start gathering more ideas because we
Yeah.
don't have the big list of 10 that we're going through like we had a couple of months ago. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
friends,
we
if you
will.
have any ideas, send them to Terry, send them to Andrew, send them to me. Just let us know.
exactly, these are going to be fun.
Yes.
I love cartoons. I'm
Darren,
just going to throw that
en,
out.
We
en
know.
español está correcto por tu dicer, yo quiero uno gato porque gato está masculino, no femenino.
And this is why Andrew hates the fact that Terry and I love Taco Bell and not real Mexican food.
Hey, I like real Mexican food.
Oh, so do I.
But I also love Taco Bell.
I also love Taco Bell.
I live in North Carolina, and as I've told you all, I can throw a rock and hit a place that serves authentic Mexican food. I don't need trash ass Taco Bell in my life. Despite the fact there is a billboard
They don't have
at the
drive-thrus
entrance to my
or an app.
neighborhood, which is annoying. Allison and Terry have seen the picture. So they've seen the picture. But Dominicans are
been to
making
your
a run here
restaurant.
on Skeens. We got Machado on first.
Oh,
we got
Dave-
Laddie
there's a
on
good one,
second.
Terry.
One out.
Dave will
Yeah.
not give this up. He's
I
really
like that
throwing
one,
this
Super
in
Dave.
here every chance he gets.
Top 10
baby making songs.
Top 10 baby making songs.
I don't know what
saw,
kind of graphic you're looking for that one, Dave.
I saw a program this week talking wrestling managers, and we've got to correct the narrative because these folks got it so wrong on wrestling managers. And we should do a top 10 on that because we do like wrestling managers.
We haven't had a wrestling list in a while. That would be good.
And they were not correct. I have no problem saying they were completely wrong. And we'll be glad to go ahead and tell everybody why whenever we do that top 10. And why you're wrong too, if you don't believe that Paul Heyman is the #1 best wrestling manager in the history of the sport. Allison, speaking of wrestling, since you've been getting live baseball updates, what is happening on AEW? What's happening on AEW right now?
He's needing an update.
Uh-oh, her audio is done. Her stupid computer. Anyway,
okay.
Did you see the new items from Dave? Why would I even look for those new items? What is wrong with you? Like, do you know me? When I eat Mexican food, I eat authentic Mexican food. So, for example, this week we went down to it's called Crazy Taco, and they did carne asada quesadillas, which are great. But they also did tacos, and tacos being seriously, we did some El Pastor, which is obviously cooked in the pineapple and all of that. And then we had tostadas with the steak and the beans and the lettuce. It's fantastic. Yeah, you can get versions of that at Taco Bell, but you can't get them made by a little lady with a work visa from Mexico who doesn't speak any English whatsoever and only knows cooking tacos. So that's what you can't get. Now we have 2 outs, runners on the corner, and an 0-1 count, and I'm highly annoyed right now.
I heard audio coming from you there, Allison. Can you hear us? Maybe
She
not.
took her headphones off. She's
but
done
I heard
with us.
something coming this way, so I was hoping that it all got fixed.
Yeah, Darren.
Well, let's talk about what's happened on Talking Wrestling this week. They're going to be on Tuesday night, and they're going to be talking about the most underrated wrestling managers of all time.
I'm not even sure what that means, but I guess I'll find out Tuesday.
It means they're going to be talking about Slick. That's what it means.
Slick, the Doctor of Style.
That's right.
He racist ass Vince McMahon put him with Hakeem, the African Dream. Yeah. Well, Vinnie Mac up to his shenanigans.
I have one particular promo that he did for, I guess it was Hakeem and the Big Boss Man. when they were going against the Mega Powers.
Yeah, the Twin Towers and the Mega Powers. Yeah, Saturday night's main event.
That promo was classic. I loved it.
Well, and that's some Dick Ebersol production. You talk about production companies. NBC's production was fantastic with Saturday night. Oh, damn it. Skeens just beamed Rodriguez in the hand. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Ooh, that's going to sting because he hit him about 98 miles an hour with the fastball inside. And Albert Pujols, by the way, Terry, is the hitting coach for the Dominican Republic. You might know Albert. He's on the home run list.
He is.
Yeah,
he's up there for sure.
He had a pretty good run for the Cardinals there. Couple. Yeah, he had a couple. Yeah,
and then he went to the Angels.
Maybe I think that's right.
Which is just like, hey, I want money and I don't want to win any baseball games. That's what you.
That's where they go. Cleaning up the bullshit from the other night. Exactly right, Dave. Because that's the thing. It was absolute bullshit, and I won't stand for it. I won't stand for it. I won't stand for any of that nonsense and we will not continue to propagate that. While I hate wrestling, I know wrestling, and apparently they did not. So anyway, looking for a little more out of Amy the next time she's on a shit show like that. But anyway, they don't watch. They don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about them. But anyway, Terry, I think we've lost Allison. Did she text?
I think we have.
We have an update on We have an update on Costa Rica, by the way. I have to share with you. I got tickets today in my email. Opening day, Yankees, Miami, 1:35. Her internet died. That sucks. 1:35, April the 3rd, first pitch. We got the tickets for opening day. That is confirmed. And then we got the itinerary for Costa Rica. I'll make you laugh because the same group that booked my Costa Rica trip. Oh, good. Austin Wells is up with the bases loaded. Let's watch you choke like you do when the Yankees are playing, and that's your team. Anyway, Terry, that you can go on an Antarctic cruise. I'm not sure if you're aware of this. The time they pick is anywhere between October and November. And that said Antarctic cruise is 21 days long. Would you like, sir, to venture a guess at what this particular travel agency would like you to pay for an Antarctic cruise in the winter?
3 weeks. Oh.
In the winter.
There's no telling. I can't imagine.
28,000 per.
28. I was not going to guess that high. My calculations were going to be not even double-digit thousands. $28,000
each.
Goodness.
Like, I'm just going to jump on that. So the funny thing is, I sent Allison the email because I didn't read the prices. I said, hey, look, they got cruises to Antarctica. That would be kind of cool. But I didn't read anything other than the subject in like the first or second paragraph. $28,000 a piece. And she sent me the email back that said, we're rich in capital letters with like 5 exclamation points. So I knew something happened. And something happened. So I went and read the email and I saw that. So my response in typical Andrew fashion is, because I didn't even read what months they were. I said, we can do a lot more with $28,000 in a lot nicer place than Antarctica in fucking November. Okay. And we're out of the
Well, I went to North Dakota in January one time.
Who's booking your travel? It's like going to Las Vegas in July. I wonder who came up with that idea. That person makes
no more decisions on my travel anymore.
There we go. But you understand what I'm saying. North Dakota in the winter. It's like I told my nephew who's moving to Montana in August or September. That'll be the last time you see me for 6 to 8 months because I am not going to Montana anytime between September and May.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just silly, you know?
It was piles of snow that had been there, and they're just piling it up in the parking lots because it's not going away.
No.
I'm not used to that here.
No. And like you and I have these level 4 storms coming in tomorrow, you know, potential tornadoes and hail and wind and all that nonsense. And hopefully none of us lose power or anything like that. And everybody stays safe if you're affected by these storms. But I hear there could be a tornado watch for Washington, D.C. And that's just God's will. So, you know, we need to pray that God's will be done.
That's right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. It sounds like Dave is saying they're also going to talk Savannah Bananas on the show, which we've done that before. It's an excellent thing to go to. I do not suggest that you show up hours early outside the stadium, even though they've got a lot of stuff going on, because you will eventually be sitting there just saying, please just open the gates to the stadium soon.
And let us in.
From experience.
Yes, sir.
Anyway.
All right, Terry. It was a great show. I'm sorry, guys, we lost Allison, but she is having an internet issue. She is also facing these storms coming. So, like I said, everybody be safe, and we mean it. And we appreciate y'all for listening.
And we get it around midnight, but I think it's going to end about noon tomorrow for us. So maybe we'll get back to normal after that. Thanks, everybody, for showing up. Thanks for voting. These type of lists I like a lot because they're not the normal entertainment kind of thing. People don't talk Broadway musicals a lot. I love that we did this. We're going to do cartoon stuff. Those are great. Those are my favorites. I guess next week we're going to do animated TV show theme songs. So that'll be excellent. That's going to go from the Flintstones all the way to today. So that's going to be a massive number of really good shows, in my opinion.
And very memorable sing-along songs. So
that's right.
Be ready. I'll have my voice tuned and ready to go right there, Terry.
That sounds great. Thanks, everybody. Y'all stay safe, like Andrew said. As always, love your people. Tell them you love them. Make it weird. See you next time.